2 bombs. Hundreds of thousands of lives changed forever. Hello, and welcome to The Explainer. I'm so incredibly glad you're here today because we're looking at a truly monumental, pivotal moment in human history. We have to ask, why did America make the unprecedented decision to use the world's very first atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Was it to end World War II quickly? Was it to avoid a deadly, catastrophic, full-scale invasion? Or, were there other complex strategic reasons at play? Let's dive right in and uncover one of history's most controversial decisions by walking through exactly what the historical records show us. Section 1. The war nears its end. The brutal reality of 1945. Picture a cinematic aerial view of the Pacific battlefield in 1945. It was just a time of sweeping devastation. We're talking massive warships constantly crossing the ocean, endless waves of fighter planes literally filling the sky, and tremendous explosions ripping across islands. Soldiers were fighting these grueling ground battles that left burning cities in their wake, and back home, everyday citizens woke up to newspaper headlines announcing incredibly heavy casualties. The whole atmosphere of 1945 was profoundly grim, exhausting, and dark for absolutely everyone involved. Meanwhile, over in Japan, inside their military headquarters, senior officers are crowded around, intently studying maps and discussing strategy. Because despite the unbelievable toll of the war, Japan hadn't accepted the Allies' demand for an unconditional surrender. Not yet. Instead, civilians were actively preparing for air raids, and factories were relentlessly turning out military supplies. The mood was incredibly tense, and the Japanese leadership stood firm in refusing to yield. Which brings us to Section 2, a difficult American decision, inside the White House and Pentagon. Put yourself in that room. President Truman is meeting with his top military advisors, detailed maps of Japan covering the tables all around them. He faces an almost impossible choice. Path 1, a full-scale invasion, which commanders expect is going to cause overwhelmingly heavy casualties. Or Path 2, a highly secretive new strategic option, using a newly developed, totally devastating atomic bomb to force a surrender. The atmosphere in that room was completely quiet, serious, and just filled with deep, heavy uncertainty over what to do next. So where exactly did this new strategic option even come from? Well, enter the Manhattan Project. In a massive, secret laboratory, scientists in white coats are operating highly advanced equipment while engineers inspect complex blueprints. Deep within the facility, uranium components are being secretly assembled, ultimately culminating in the preparation of the world's first atomic bomb. And all of this is happening under absolute strict secrecy, with armed security guards patrolling the facility day and night. And that brings us to our final thought for today. The debate continues, but the importance of peace endures. Both sides of this deep historical debate ask us to grapple with profound moral questions about strategy, human life, and the terrible cost of war. So what do you take away from this explainer? When you think about the timeline, the catastrophic impacts, and those impossibly difficult decisions made in closed rooms back in 1945, how do you view this controversial decision? I really encourage you to keep exploring the history, keep learning from the facts, and most importantly, keep reflecting on the immense value of peace. Thanks for joining me to uncover this history today, and I'll see you on the next explainer.